Hello everybody, this is DeanoGTO and this is the WZ-111 model 1-4. Yes, that's a really annoying name. Well, that's a really annoying name. I'm just going to call this either WZ-14 or I'm going to call it the WZ-41s in this game pretty much because I really hate this name. Speaking of names I hate, I really like the more I thought about it, the Stock Tank Showcase series, I'm definitely renaming it. I really fucking hate the name. I think I'm just gonna call it like the Harder Grind or something like that. The Harder Grind dot whatever tank it is, and maybe like Harder Grind Stock or something like that. There, I don't know. I really just dislike the name that I originally gave it. That I was trying to be clever with the name, and honestly, I just don't like it. The more I think about it, the more I hate it. So yeah, I'm definitely changing that. And wow, an STRVS1 already dead. So well played that guy. And actually, that's something I should just point out. The Chinese light tanks. That's a really big advantage people don't really give them credit for. Having 100mm guns, the tier 8 Swedish TDs, both of them the 30mm of armor those things have. The 100mm guns of the Chinese light tanks just cut straight through them like butter. And that's fucking awesome, honestly. I mean, like, I think that's probably one of the best features. Like, it's just their ability to overmatch things that the other light tank guns just can't. And I am gradually like working towards the WZ-131. I am probably going to buy it whenever the next top of the tree event comes around, which I believe is next month. Is the WZ-131 special event. I am going to try and unlock the top gun and like most of the modules on the WZ-132 before the WZ-131 special hits. Just because I feel like that's probably the best way of doing it. And there's a T20 prototype. So this has actually been 2 minutes pretty much of me doing essentially nothing, if I'm totally honest. But there's just a couple of things I want to mention about this tank here just quickly. I did focus on grinding this thing here. I initially intended, before I learned what the special was going to be this week, or well last week, at the point where I'm recording this, but at the point where I learned that, before I learned that, I was initially planning on, well, there's a Grill 15 for free damage, pretty cool. But yeah, I was initially planning on like full on power grinding the WZ-132A, but I changed my mind as soon as I saw the heavy tanks were going to be earning double XP, so I figured, yeah, fuck it, may as well just fully unlock the WZ-111 mod 1. And honestly, I probably should have rebought the Chi-Ri, or not Chi-Ri, what the fuck's it called, the Oni, and got to the ground on that thing, and yep, that's tier 10 light tank dead. T-54, 1390. Yeah, personally I would like to get a shot in the T-54, but I don't think my reload is going to be quite fast enough. That is something about this gun. With a Brothers in Arms Crew, 11.81 second reload I have on this thing, but fuck, this gun hits hard. This gun really makes people think twice. I mean, like, this thing will easily roll for over 500, and that was really close. That T-49 almost made me team kill him because I didn't expect him to swerve in front of me. But yeah, over 600 damage in one shot. Holy shit, this gun hits hard. And this is a tier 9. The only other tank, the only other heavy tank I can think of in the game that has 130mm guns is the IS-7. Yep, Chinese gun handling right there for you. I remembered about that shot just as the replay got to it. I was just like, fuck, I remember this. And yeah, yeah, unfortunately my reload's just too long, I couldn't get another damaging shot into him. But yeah, that so far, the Chinese gun handling hasn't been too bad to me in this thing. But it is a Chinese gun, and Chinese guns, if you've ever used them, you know that they're notorious for missing shots they should never ever miss. Yeah, they're not Russian, but they have the Russian accuracy, what the actual Russian accuracy should feel like. That's basically what the Chinese are like. They're what the Russian accuracy should be. And that was risky as fuck, I'm going to admit that. But I'm confident enough that I have enough spaced armor and just kind of track armor and all to avoid getting hit by the FV-183. Luva is going to can pretty much consistently put shots into me. I'm not going to risk a shot in this upper front plate because I feel like that's dumb. I thought about that for a second, but I was just like, nah. But yeah, I'm doing over 500 damage in some of these shots, and it's just like, holy fuck, this gun hits hard. And the thing is, the main thing that makes that so critical is this thing is a fast machine. Like something I never realized about this tank before I got it was I didn't realize how quick it was. Like it is genuinely, and that VK100 scared the crap out of me, but I didn't realize he wasn't looking at me. like, it was only when he took that shot there that I realized, oh wait, he's not even looking at me. So I just decided, nah, fuck it, take a shot at him. Side the turret, 543 damage. Holy shit. This thing, it has the same alpha as the Mouse Gen, the VK 4502B, the E75, but this thing is fast, like really, really fast, and people just don't give it credit for how quick it is. Like, sadly, the T49 and the T34, for whatever the fucking I have no fucking idea what the hell those two Muppets were doing, but for some bizarre reason they decided to cap this. I have no fucking clue what the hell they were doing. Like, honestly, like, why would you cap this? Like, that's an honest question. Why in the fuck would you cap this? We have 3 tanks. Wait, no, wait. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks. And actually, I'm going to count the WZ-131 in this as well, because it's only taking like 20 seconds to get back to the base. We have 6 tanks, which are pretty much right next to the cap. Why the fuck would you cap this game? Do you know what I think this was? I think this was essentially these just being sour about them capping instead of going for extra damage, and they just decided, yeah, fuck you guys, you're not getting any more damage, so we can't get any extra damage. And yeah, I honestly think that's kind of a dick move, if I'm totally honest. I really hate how people do this all the time. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the game. As you can see, the cap bars are 100%. But yeah, that just shows you how brutal this 130mm gun is. And I should just mention, I was planning on putting the hard grind WZ-111 14, yeah, I hate its name, the WZ-41's hard grind stock video thing up earlier in the week, but I kind of got sidetracked in trying to unlock the 130mm. I got the turret, the tracks, and about 40,000 XP to the gun over the weekend. And I kind of just decided eventually that I have 40,000 free XP. I'm just going to use 20,000 of it to get the gun. I grinded another 8,000 XP on the tank. Or no, wait, I grinded up to 50,000 XP, then I used 16,000 free XP to get the gun, because I was going to get it anyway. I was just like, I have all that free XP, why the fuck not use it? That was pretty much my thought process there. And that wasn't free XP that I used gold to get, that was just accumulated over time because I don't spend it. And I just kind of felt impatient. I just wanted to try out the 130mm, because 130mm, as you can see, are fucking devastating. But I should just mention quickly, this thing has a glass ammo rack. Didn't really get shown off in this game, but I feel like nearly in every single game I play in this tank, I get ammo rack at least once. Like, it honestly is just horrifically bad how bad the ammo rack is on this thing, to the point where I'm honestly considering dropping the gunline drive for a wide ammo rack. Yeah, that's a pretty bad thing. And I'm honestly thinking that maybe I will. I honestly really don't know what to do. I'm trying to think about what's the best option. Do I drop a wide ammo rack, or do I just keep the gunline drive? I don't know what the best option is right now. And it's a little annoying, but yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm really gonna have to think about that for a while and just try and decide what I want to use. But yeah, right now I'm using a vertical stabilizer, rammer, and gunline drive because, well, as you can see, this gun, its accuracy is a bit dodgy. It does prefer short to medium short range because, well, the gun's kind of derby. But there are times where the gun will like hit shots you would never expect it to hit because, well, that's just what World of Tanks is like. But yeah, as you can see, hitting for the amount of damage this thing hits versus tier rates is just devastating. It fucking shreds tanks. It really, really does. And it's not as if it's lacking on ammo capacity either. I mean, this thing here has like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to actually do this. 11, like let's just do this here. 11, 12, 4. What's that together? That's about 27 shots. This thing, after I fired, I think about 10 shots, has got more ammo, or has got almost the exact same ammo capacity as the IS-7. Yeah. that just gives you an idea of just how good the ammo capacity is on this thing as well. I think it's like 40 or I think it's like 40 or more maybe, because like the IS-7 and the IS-4, one of their major flaws is they only have 30 rounds of ammo as far as I can recall, and that's one of the big benefits of the SD1. The SD1 gets I think it was like 42 rounds or something shit like that. But yeah, the ammo capacities in the tier 10 Russians are really, really restricted. And honestly, I don't see why you would move from this thing to the tier 10. I mean, the tier 10 is a smaller caliber gun. Sure, it's more medium-like in playstyle, but this thing's already playing pretty much like a medium. And honestly, I, I kind of play this thing pretty much like I played the IS-8 back when it was still the IS-8. Um, I really haven't totally made my opinion up on this thing, but so far I definitely like it. I definitely like the 130mm gun. It fucking obliterates whatever it hits. It really does. Like that gun, it really, really like. I find it difficult to put into words how satisfying it is to just whack something like. And also, something I should just mention: if you ever come across a Jagdpanzer E100 or a VKB or Type 5 Heavy that have really low health, the HE rounds are very good at killing those. Like, I have had situations where there's been an IS, or not an IS, there's been a Type 5 Heavy on 50 health. People have fired about 10 shots in them. I just loaded HE around Shaz Capola, killed him. The 130mm high explosive is pretty fucking effective. And that's one thing people do forget about these really high caliber guns. But yeah, I'm going to move on to the post game stats before I start rambling any further. So yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, and we are back with the post-game statistics screens. So yeah, this was a first-class mastery, high caliber, 1281 base XP, 46,809 base credits made. So yeah, that was pretty solid in terms of XP and credits. In terms of where I came in the team, I came top of the team, 5,001 damage. I love how it's 5,001. 4 kills, and yeah, I think the high caliber was pretty much the epic medal I got out of that one. Yeah, I think I doubled the next person in that game in terms of damage. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, no, wait, I think the FE-183 in the enemy team did a lot of damage as well. But yeah, 13 shots fired, 12 penetrations, or 13 hits, 12 penetrations, 5,001 damage, as I said. 1,400 assistance, and I made, I think it's 17,000 credits total? Yeah, 17,000. But yeah, that just shows you, like, I was only really fighting like properly in that game for about 3 minutes. That wasn't really like a chance for this thing to really like build up the damage, if that makes sense. And plus, I really wasn't playing this tank to its main strength, and its main strength is honestly get to the side of an enemy vehicle and just kind of use your turret to tank the hits. That's pretty much how this thing like really deals with those ultra heavies, like like the Type 5, the Mouse, things like that. If you're able to just get to their side armor and just pump shots into them, they can do fucking nothing about it. I was fighting a Type 4 the other day, and I easily would have killed the fucker if it hadn't been for his teammates rushing to his rescue. Um, yeah, this thing, like, don't underestimate these things. I'm learning as time goes on. This thing is a genuine threat, and I've actually been seeing a lot of these things lately. I went through a really long period where I didn't see these things. I hadn't seen one in about a month, really. And I'm not even joking about that. I hadn't actually seen one in about a month, but I've seen like 7 in the last couple of days, which is really, really surprising because this thing is honestly one of the most, well, forgotten about tier 9 heavies in the game. So, But yeah, if you want just a rough summary on how this thing plays, it pretty much plays like a T10. Well, or as I played it, the IS-8. The IS-8 was pretty much just a medium, but with a 122mm gun, and it's a bit longer, a bit fatter. That's pretty much what the IS-8 was. This thing pretty much the same way, except it doesn't go up hills as fast. That's pretty much what this thing is, and it gets a bigger alpha gun. You can't forget about that aspect as well. This thing here hits like a truck, as you saw in the replay. This thing, like the alpha damage on this thing here, I honestly really need to pay these things more respect whenever I'm fighting them myself in other tanks, because these things can really fuck your shit up if you're not careful. And I should just reiterate, in terms of the ammo rack and the engine and all, the ammo rack is made out of glass, and the engine, if you take a shot to your ass, it seems to knock out the engine pretty much 9 times out of 10. And the reason why I said the ammo rack is made out of glass is because top tier on Himmelsdorf versus a Challenger. The Challenger got a couple shots into my side. The first shot just did damage. Second shot knocked out my ammo rack. I repaired it immediately, thinking, he'll fuck off because there's a teammate over there. He didn't. He put a third shot into me, and the ammo wrecked me instantly again. It's a good thing I repaired it, so my turret didn't pop. But that's incredibly annoying to be pretty much made useless by a tier 7 tank destroyer with a 150 alpha gun. Like, that's infuriating. And I'm honestly considering putting a white ammo rack on this thing because of that. So yeah. That's just so far my overall summary of this vehicle. That could just be me having shitty luck, but so far that's my experience. So yeah. I think that's about all I really have to say. So, anything else I can think of? Not really. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.